Okay, another episode about the long-term visitor areas that are run by the BLM. These are one's in Arizona and I think it's 6 others in California. Okay, and that's where you can camp for up to 7 months in the same campsite for $180. The season is September 15th till, let's see, March, April 15th of the following year for $180. You don't have to move. Really nice thing that the Bureau of Land Management has put in place in those 2 states. Okay, this is the supplemental rules. I did another episode on my YouTube channel about the rules in that are required for you to do everything right when you're in a long-term visitor area. So check out my YouTube, Eagle Eric, and then go into playlist and check out our. I believe I put it under Arizona camping under that heading. So anyway, these are just came out. Some other rules which I didn't really go into on my other video, which was very popular. I believe I got over 1,000 comments or 1,000 views, and the other video. So check that one out too. Okay, number 1, and I'm not going to go into every single thing here. The ones that definitely are not, I don't believe, were in the original BLM rules. This just came out. Do not block roads or trails with your vehicles or with stones, wooden barricades, or any other means. And that could be even small little ATV trails or whatever. Yeah, when they say roads and trails, that means even your smaller ATV trails. Okay. 2, livestock. You can't keep livestock, horses, cattle, sheep, goats, within the LTVA. Okay, you can have dogs and stuff. Okay, number 3, do not deposit trash or holding tank sewage in your vault toilets or the porta-johns. You're not supposed to do that. Okay, you have to go to an actual dump station. You can't dispose of your human waste and that kind of stuff in a vault toilet. Quantities of it. You're not supposed to bring a 25-gallon tank and feed it into a vault toilet. You can't change motor oil or vehicle fluids or dispose of or possess these used substances if you're in an LTVA. Okay. Number 4, self-contained vehicles. Okay, you can read that one pretty clear. I went a little bit into this in my other video. If you're within 500 feet of a vault toilet or restroom, it's okay to be in say a van, like one of those rebuilt vans that everyone's like promoting on YouTube. You can do that at La Posa, which is near Quartzsite, Imperial Dam, which is California, and Mule Mountain, which is also California, if you're within 500 feet of a vault toilet. They do not want conversion vans and cargo vans that are being converted over into any of the other LTVAs. Pilot Knob, Midland, Tamarack, Hot Springs, Okay? You're not going to be allowed in those places. You've been spending thousands of dollars on converting your van or your cargo trailer. You're going to be exempt. I mean, you are not going to get into these LTVAs. And these are the best camping areas in the country, in my opinion, for the price. Talking $25 a month. And many of them have a dump station, which is for free. That's it. That's part of that $180. They have garbage bins for your garbage disposal. They have free water. Good, clean spring water. A lot of them. That's all included in that $180 or $25 a month. But if you're getting into this cargo van thing that everyone seems to be promoting, or cargo trailers and all that stuff, you're gonna have a bad time trying to get into any of these places. They're gonna kick you out, basically. Okay. And it says here they don't consider porta potty systems or portable holding tanks. That would be also your those toilets that you put composting toilets, whatever. None of that. That's a portable holding tank, and they're all less than 10 gallons. So 10 gallons. If they're less than 10 gallons and they're portable, you're not allowed into these LTVAs. Okay? You can have campfires in LTVAs. Usually because most of these LTVAs are in deserts. It's all rocks and sand on the ground, so you make a fire ring, put some rocks out or whatever. There's no fire hazards in LTVAs. They're not in the forest. Okay? Wood collection, it's not allowed. You are not allowed to pick up any wood. It doesn't matter if it's dead, alive, standing, laying on the ground. You may not possess native firewood. You cannot have it next to your fireplace. And that's mesquite, ironwood, palo verde. Not even allowed to possess it in your truck, next to your fireplace, whatever. Because of the big drought. Drought's been going on for over a decade, and these trees are becoming extinct, one after the other. So they don't want to take a chance of people cutting them down or anything else, so they just outlawed it completely. Do not have it in your possession. Okay. Speed limit is 15 miles an hour. If you're on an ATV doing 45, no. If you're on a motorcycle doing 45 miles an hour, no. Or in a car, no. Throughout the LTVA, the standard speed limit doesn't have to be posted. It's 15 miles per hour. So stop speeding down the roads, kicking up all your dust. Especially out here, all the dust kicks up and it wreaks havoc on everybody's life. Okay, you can't do it. That's speeding. And any camper can call up the rangers, find out where you are, and file a complaint against you, and you can be kicked out of an LTVA because you're zipping around doing 40, 50. I mean, I see people doing like unbelievable speeds through the desert. If you're in an LTVA, you'll get kicked out. Somebody complains. Okay, off-highway vehicle use. All motorized vehicles, ATVs, motorcycles, whatever it must remain on the road, the existing road, or an ATV trail, and you are not allowed to go cross country and go driving around anywhere you feel like it just because you're on an ATV. They also will allow you to drive down a dry wash. That's a deep gully where the water runs when it rains. Okay, they do allow it there, but you can't drive anywhere else other than the roads and the trails, existing trails. Okay, do not discharge firearms inside an LTVA or even a half a mile outside the boundary of an LTVA. So these LTVAs, the outside of them is still BLM land, it's Bureau of Land Management land, and you still are not allowed to shoot your gun off a half mile outside of that boundary. So you can, if you're firing, like at a firing, you made some firing range outside the LTVA, and they report you, some campers or whatever report you to the rangers and they find you, you're in serious trouble if you're shooting your gun. Okay? If you're on BLM lands and you're within a half a mile of the boundary of an LTVA, you can get arrested. And believe me, those rangers carry weapons themselves. They always carry firearms. So don't mess with them. Okay, aircraft use. Okay, do not land or take off any aircraft, including ultralights and hot air balloons. Mule Mountain may have only one camping unit per site. They're very strict at Mule Mountain about that, the LTVA there. Imperial Dam in California and La Posa and Quartzsite do not camp overnight in desert washes. There's a person like 100 yards from me right now that's camping in a desert wash. It's illegal. The ranger can tell you to leave. Okay, and the reason is to save your life. If you get torrential downpours, all the water from the mountainside goes down those dry washes, those desert washes. They also call them dry washes. And you will be wiped out real quick in the middle of the night. If it happens in the middle of the night, you won't know what happened, you'll drown. Okay, La Posa. You're not allowed to gain access to the LTVAs at La Posa, which is Quartzsite. There's 4 La Posa areas, and there are a bunch of access roads, and it's illegal to gain access along Highway 95. Oh, okay, saying, well, basically, you can enter these access areas, you know, the access roads along highway. Do not create or use any other access points. Okay, number 13. If posted rules differ from these supplemental rules from 2021, the posted rules take precedence. Campsite maintenance. You must keep your campsite in a neat, orderly, and sanitary condition. And I've seen tons of people throwing all kinds of garbage all over around their campsite. Stuff they're not using, they're not bringing to the dump. You can be kicked out. You pay $180, they can kick you out, and you don't get your money back if you don't keep your campsite orderly. If you violate or fail to comply with any of these supplemental rules, BLM may revoke your LTVA permit. Plain and simple. Okay? So, anyway, this is my supplement on camping on LTVAs in Arizona and in California. This is Eagle Eric, signing off.